Lights on red. Round 22 of season 11 is underway. 36 laps ahead of us here at a wet Interlagos circuit. Jerome Adamako has maintained his lead from pole. We've got Nisse Knoop there, briefly up into second place. He's got the inside there into the second part of the Senna S. And has a bit of a slide on the exit as well. Jensen Rendell has been robbed a little bit there, as also Theodoros Samadidis goes on the outside of the McLaren. Rendell really being swallowed up by the pack as he's down to P4. Even the Williams, they're trying to get on the outside and completely lose it there. Nisse Knoop just lining up the rear tires and half spinning into the wall. It looks like he's got a bit of damage as he pulls over into the grass. What's going to happen ahead of him? Really low grip conditions here, of course, at the start of the race on this wet track. So if the weather stays like it is going to be a one. So probably look at the straight line speed of Doulis there. Robin Hersdagen in the Haas, completely being mucked there by Doulis and Knoop as they both went around him either side. And the gap briefly actually went to under a second there, so really good performance here from Theodoros Samadidis. Oh, look at Adamako! What was that? He was completely fishtailing down the straight. Did he almost lose control? I mean, it doesn't look wet enough to have any sort of aquaplaning. Or was it maybe some sort of tactic to keep temperature into the tires? That looks so strange. But considering it is Jerome Adamako, he probably knows what he's doing. But that's a really odd way. Yeah, he's doing it again. That's definitely on purpose. He is trying to radically move the wheel and just try and get some temperature into the front tires. But it looks like Jerome is not really feeling the effects of the tire wear. He is just increasing the pace more and more, which probably indicates that the track is drying out ever so slightly. Jerome Adamako has entered the pit lane and he got a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pits. What a crucial mistake for Jerome Adamako, just overshooting the pit entry, and that could cost him dearly. That's going to be a 10-second stop-go penalty, but assuming that he's going to take these tires to the end, there's going to be 10 seconds added to his race time. He's decided to go very early. And look at that, that's a set of hard tires. Jerome Adamako is on slicks. Despite the rain still coming down, you can visually see the drop still coming out of the sky. The track still looks really damp. Trying to get it turned into turn 1. I think you really went way too early. We can see another car acting in the pit lane there. That looks to be a McLaren. Oh, what a slide for Adamako there on the exit of turn 3. Completely pushes it sideways there on the exit of the Senna S. The track is way too damp still yet for the slicks, but he's somehow making it work. I mean, if anybody can control an F1 car on this game, it is Jerome Adamako. So it was way too early for Jerome to go to the slick tires. Look at him twitching there on the exit of turn 14. Nearly takes out Nisse Knoop. He is still on the intermediate tires. And he's going to outbrake Jerome Adamako into turn 1. This is the difference between inters and slicks. The track is still very greasy and moist and damp, and there's just no grip on the slick tires. Oh, Jerome Adamako has lost it there. He's into the wall. He's lost his front wing. And this just adds salt into the wounds. He was already bleeding time to everybody else, and Jerome Adamako into the wall. This is a collector's item. We don't see this very often. Jerome Adamako struggling. He just made the wrong choice. He rolled the dice, but it hasn't paid off. And now Theodoros Samadidis from the lead of the race goes in the pit lane. Maybe now it is finally ready for the slick tires. Jensen Rendell follows him in. So it looks like the end of lap 19 is the perfect timing to switch from the inters to the slicks. There's a full course yellow, and there's actually a safety car on the track at the moment for an incident probably involving Mike Lowry, because he also retired from the session. As we get ready for the restart, Theodoros Samadidis now leads the way. Jensen Rendell behind him in second. Alexei Koviremi in third in front of Tim Venting. Sandro Doulis has also moved up quite a bit now. He's in sixth place fighting there with Ivan Brito in the Mercedes. So Sandro Doulis, after having a grid penalty which dropped him back 5 places, has really benefited out of this safety car period. He is now in touch again with the front of the field as Ivan has a bit of a look there up the inside. And also, interestingly enough, of course, Jensen Rendell is on the mediums and Theodoros Samadidis is on the hards. And look at that, Jens Randall with a 110.7 is going to go to the inside here into turn 1. He's got the third line here into the first part of the center as Jens Randall takes the lead for the first time in this race. Despite being a 4-time SRL World Champion, season 6, 7, 9 and 10, he is not able to break Theodoros Samanidis. He just can't shake him off as we start lap 30 of the race. Theodoros Samanidis there having a look up the inside. Randall with a lock up there on the inside front. He will have the inside for the second part of the center S. Just stands firm at the moment. Although Samanidis again with the second DRS here on the back straight will be able to outbreak Jens Randall into turn 4. Not quite. Is he going to be able to attack Jens Randall here as we start lap 32? Theodoros Samanidis there to the outside, outbreaks Jens Randall, goes in very deep, but he does make it stick. And Theodoros Samanidis now into the lead of the race. Jens Randall now with the second DRS. He's going to try to attack him again. Look at that contact between Samanidis and Jens Randall. Randall to the inside of Samanidis as he tries to make it stick still alongside each other as they go through turn 5. Samanidis is going to hit the inside here for turn 6, but Randall throws the car around the outside. Jens Randall back into the lead here on lap 32. In his final appearance in SRL, look at Samanidis there again having a bit of a look up the inside and lock up for the both of them. Jens Randall goes in deep, although he has the inside here for the second part of the center S, just about fence off Theodoros Samanidis. Starting the last lap of his SRL career, 0.3 of a second ahead of Theodoros Samanidis. Samanidis to the inside here in the first corner. He tries to go for it there in the first part of the center S. Randall has the inside here for the second part. Randall still stands firm at the front. He has propelled or border so far, but Theodoros Samanidis still with the second bite of the cherry there with the second DRS zone. Is going to try and go to the outside here into turn 4. Not close enough. Randall slams the door shut and still maintains the lead of the race. Jens Randall here in his final SRL F1 race through the final corner. He has fought off Theodoros Samanidis so far, but now it is all about the run to the line. Theodoros Samanidis still in the slipstream around the final corner. Jens Randall, the number 15 in his last SRL F1 race. The final curtain. Here he comes across the line. Jens Randall wins his 61st SRL F1 Grand Prix victory in his final appearance. What a way to end your SRL F1 career. It has been a pure joy to watch Jens Randall in today's race, to watch him over the course of the last 7 seasons. The end of a magnificent SRL career ends in a victory. Jens Randall says goodbye to SRL. What a driver, what a legend.
Oh my god.
Yes!
We're gonna win. Nice! Oh my god. That is the best possible way to